It's a very good evening and welcome to match number 20 in the Conservation Games. And tonight it is Zimbabwe cricketer Brendan Taylor, former Zimbabwe captain, still plying his trade for the national side, representing Team Leopard, taking on rower Stephen Cox, who of course has represented Zimbabwe, but currently in the UK at the moment. Good evening, guys, and welcome to game number 20 in the Conservation Games.
How's it, Marc? How are you?
All good, thanks. Right, Stephen Cox, what is going on with that hairstyle?
Buffaloes.
Buffaloes?
Yeah, decided to take the team on.
Very good, very good. Now, BT, let me come to you first. How's it all going? I know a little bit frustrating for you, no cricket at the moment, but how are you holding up at the moment?
Yeah, thanks, Pozzo. It has been frustrating, but I think we're making a little bit of progress. Looks like potentially August, maybe July, we could get some cricket in. So maybe next week we might do sort of small group training and start getting the wheels in motion.
Excellent. And Stephen, what are you up to? You're in the UK at the moment. What are your plans?
Yeah, so it's been a pretty complicated year. We were supposed to have our Olympic trials in April, but obviously that's all been moved a complete year. So we've gone back into our winter style of training. There's just, loads of miles, lots of weights, and just prepping for when racing starts again.
You obviously born and raised in Zimbabwe, represented Zimbabwe, and I'm going to throw something in here because you're quite a big extended family. If I add in your extended family, because your stepbrother plays cricket for Zimbabwe, teammate of Brendan Taylor's, being Kyle Jarvis, and of course your stepdad played cricket for Zimbabwe, being Malcolm Jarvis.
Yes, yeah, my family goes. There's a lot of cricket in my family. Malcolm, I know. I've been trying to dig up some dirt on UVT from Kyle. He's not really giving it over though. But I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay, right. Because you are in the UK and BT is in Harare with me, I'm going to give you the opportunity for the toss. Here's the coin. I'm going to mix it around and I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to say left or right.
Right.
Right. Okay. So you lose the toss. BT, you win the toss. So Brendan Taylor is going to ask Stephen Cox. There's 4 probable questions. BT, you've got to choose 2 of those questions. So off you go. First question.
Right, Steve. What is my highest batting score in one-day international?
Oh, 160.
Final answer, or do you want to have another crack?
Oh, I can't remember. I'll finish 136.
136. Okay, it's incorrect. The correct answer is 145. BT, who was that against?
South Africa, I think, Poz.
Ah, excellent. Okay, next question, BT.
Right. What year did I make my test debut?
Test debut. 2011.
2011. That's incorrect. The actual answer is 2004. BT, you actually 18, am I correct?
Yeah, 18, that's right, Poz, yeah.
Well, okay, things didn't go too well for you there, Stephen. 0 and 0. So it's your turn now to ask Brendan Taylor 2 questions. So I'm going to let you fire away.
In the men's double scull, where we set a new Zimbabwe record time of 6 minutes and 51 seconds. Who was my partner?
So I'll just repeat the question. Stephen competed in the men's double sculls in the World Junior Rowing Championships in France in 2009, where they set a new Zimbabwe record time of 6 minutes 51 seconds. Who was his partner? For a possible 2 points. And to get you on the scoreboard.
Right. To be honest, Steve, I think you're the only black rower in Zimbabwe that I know. So definitely.
Okay, so that would be a no then. The correct answer,
no.
James Frazer Mackenzie. Okay.
Yeah.
So, right, next question, Stephen.
What year did I start rowing?
2005.
Oh, BT, I like your work. 2005 is absolutely correct. So BT on the scoreboard. What age were you, Stephen? 14, am I right?
Yes, I was.
Right.
How did you know that?
I tried to get hold of Javi, but he didn't get back to me. But Google's not a bad thing.
All right.
Okay, right. Let's move on to our next segment, which is your conservation questions. And the rules are simple. If a player gives an incorrect answer, I will pass it over to the opponent, who can pick up a bonus point and obviously claim that and get ahead in the leaderboard. So I'm going to start with you, Stephen. Your favorite national park?
Minor pools.
Minor pools. And your favorite animal?
Honey badger.
Why the honey badger?
I just like, it's an animal that makes me laugh. It's got so much character and they're just tough as nails.
Okay. And your favorite conservationist?
Steve Owen.
Yeah, just like me, actually. I put that down in my profile as well. I enjoyed Steve Irwin. Okay, so your two conservation questions. Remember, if you get it wrong, I'm going to hand it over to BT, who can pick up a point. So first question to you. What age was Steve Irwin when he died?
Oh.
I'll give you 2 years either way.
Okay. 48.
48.
Yeah.
Ooh. Correct answer is 44. Not a bad guess.
No way.
I should have passed that on to BT. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is the other name for a honey badger?
The rattler.
That's correct. Now, this animal, of course, is renowned as cheek to weight ratio, the most dangerous in the bush. Right, 2 points to you there. So at this stage, Brendan Taylor has 2 points. Stephen Cox has 2 points as we move to BT. BT, your favorite national park?
I think, did I put minor pools? I think I did.
You did put minor pools. And your favorite animal?
Rhino, repose.
And your favorite conservationist?
Friend of mine, Nick Milne.
Tell us more.
I did a bit of work with him at the Boomy Hills anti-poaching unit, and and I was an ambassador for them for a period of time, and hoping to get back into it. But he's extremely good at what he does.
Excellent. Right. Let's see how good you are at your conservation. Now, your first question: what is a rhino horn made of?
Is it nail hair?
That is
nail?
Absolutely correct. Yep. It's Keterin, hair, fingernails is acceptable. I'll give you the points there. Well done. Question 2. What is the size of minor pools in square kilometers? 2,500, 4,900, 6,800, or 15,000?
Square kilometers.
Yeah.
6,800?
6,800 is absolutely spot on. Wow.
Hey.
Okay. So Brendan Taylor, his streaks ahead at this stage. It is 6 points to 2 at this stage. Stephen, you need to bounce back. We're going to take a quick break. and we'll be back in a short moment. So please don't go away. This is game number 20 in the conservation games. It's Brendan Taylor versus Stephen Cox.
Our wildlife needs help. Tourism to Africa is at an all-time low. You can assist by liking and sharing the conservation games. You can contribute financially by hitting the donate button on the Zambezia.com website. Let's get together and back up the frontline conservation team.
Right, welcome back as we go into the second half of this game, number 20. Stephen Cox trails Brendan Taylor by 4 points, 6 points to 2 in favor of BT. BT, you've got 2 questions to ask Stephen Cox about Stephen Cox. So your choice of 2 questions, go with the first one.
What does Conditeur in Petra mean to you?
Built on rock.
Yep, that is correct. It's the motto of Peterhouse School, am I right?
Yes.
And that's where you went to school?
Yes.
Well done. Right. Next question, BT.
Okay. Right. In the men's double scales final in August 2019, what was your time? Has that been asked already?
No, that hasn't been asked. 6:20 in the final.
Yeah, final August 2019.
Oh. 6:28.
6:28. Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, it's incorrect. The correct answer is 6:34. Okay, right. Your turn to see how good BT is about his cricketing career. So you've got 4 questions, and you can pick any 2.
Sure. Your test debut playing Sri Lanka in Harare 2004. You made 19 runs in the first innings. Who got you out and how?
It was Faviz Maharouf, caught and bowled.
That's absolutely correct. It must have been a baptism of a match, that, because yourself, Elton, Prosper, Tinashe, and Alistair all debut matches in that game. Unusual international test cricket game, that.
We chased some leather.
You did chase some leather that day. Yep. Okay. 2 points to you, BT. Well done. Right, Stephen.
Sure. Zimbabwe played Australia in 2007. You were involved in taking 3 wickets, which inspired Zimbabwe to a historic victory. Who were they and how were they out?
Right. I caught Matthew Hayden behind the wickets. I stumped Andrew Simons, and I ran out Michael Hussey.
Okay, so you said Taylor caught Matthew Hayden. That's correct, off the bowling of Elton Chikumbura. Then you were involved in a stumping. Who did you say? Andrew Simons.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, and the other one was that's correct. So correct to you there, BT. 2 points to you as you march on to 10 points. That takes you to 10, and Stephen to 4 points, which brings us now to where we have a little bit of fun, and it's called the wacky card. There you go. There's 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from my left to your right, BT, I'm going to let you choose a card. Number 1 to 5.
Just take number 3, please, Poz.
Number 3. Right. BT, we would like you to perform an elephant's ear flap and charge. So make yourself comfortable, make some room there, and let's see. Remember, this gives you a possible, you can get a possible 5 out of 5 for this. So this all goes towards your team score. So make it count.
Yeah, you got to make the noises as well.
You've got to make the noises and you've got to act it. Come on.
I'm on my balcony. Is about 1 yard of space here.
Well, make it a short charge then.
Oh, dearie me, hang on. Okay.
Right, this is going to be fun. Elephant, ear flap, and charge by yours truly, Brendan Taylor.
Gotta run like it's a bleep test, Brendan.
Hey, bud.
Run like it's a bleep test.
Yeah, I'd rather this than the beat test, I tell you. Okay.
Yep.
You see me?
I think that's minus points, Pozzo.
Oh, pathetic.
Oh, my
dear.
God.
Out of 5, BT, I'm going to give you, I'm afraid to say, just 2 points for that.
I think that's generous. Thanks, Poz.
Yeah, very generous. Right. 4 cards left. Which one?
Number 1.
Number 1. Rhino Run and Charge. Rhino Run and Charge.
So.
Oh gosh, nice pink rods.
Oh, shit.
So I've got some props. Well, a prop. So I found my horn.
Yeah, I'm going to give you 3 points for that. Excuse me. 3 points. Not bad. Right. So, Brendan Taylor beats Stephen Cox by 12 points to 7. Well done, guys. I'm going to come to you first, BT. What's your opinion so far of the conservation games? Have you enjoyed them?
Yeah, I mean, it's been hell of amazing, honestly, Poz. I mean, the amount of time and effort the guys have put in, Rob and Luke, and the way that people have jumped on board has been amazing to see. And I mean, there's some pretty big names there as well, and everyone's taking it really seriously, but having a lot of fun with it at the same time. So, fantastic concept.
And BT, while we've got you, obviously you've had a really decorated cricket career. What could you say have been the highlights of your so far cricket career, which is still going and going strong?
Yeah, thanks, Poz. Yeah, there's been probably more lows than highs, but the highs are probably making my Test debut, representing Zimbabwe, and also captaining my country. So. Those are the 2 big standouts, you know. Yeah, I've just been very privileged to have a few years playing for Zimbabwe. And
any funny moments in your career? You've got to have just one that sticks out that you can share with everybody.
Okay, one that comes to mind. It was probably a 4-day game in Kwek where I think Raymond Price was batting. We nicked him off, and he didn't walk. And the madman of Zimbabwe cricket, Marc, was standing next to me at second slip, I think it was, and he just ran and absolutely steamrolled Pricey, and he ended up halfway down the wicket for not walking. So probably I don't encourage that, but it's funny about it now. I think Pricey's got a bit of a damaged neck and all that, but yeah.
I wish you'd told me about that before, because I did a game with Pricey the other day, and I was trying to dig up some dirt on Pricey, and I missed that one. So yeah, very good. And just quickly, your take on conservation. I know that you've got young kids, and obviously conservation is hugely important to you, but it's important to them and their children going forward as well.
Yeah, massively, and I've learned a lot in the last few years, and I've spent a lot of time away with people that know a lot more about it than me, and you know, I mean, we potentially are facing a crisis, and the amount of work and effort that goes in, sponsorships and money and effort is, a little bit of time and effort can go a long way. And I think if we all donate a bit of our time, and we can make an impact. So it's extremely close to my heart, and I know it is to everyone else involved in this platform and this conservation game.
Stephen, let's quickly come to you. Highlights of your career.
To me, the thing that motivates me is progress, and anything like just pulling a test at 2,000 meters on yoga, that definitely motivates me. My highlights are competing internationally. It's a rush, an absolute. It's very hard to describe the feeling you have when you line up on the start line against the world's best. And it's over in 6 minutes, so it's very, very intense. You spend 5 hours a day training every day, and it's done 6 minutes. It's the most incredible feeling there is.
And your message about conservation. I know you're in the UK, but obviously you're a Zimbabwean at heart, and obviously you care deeply about the African wild and the bush.
Yes. So not too long ago, I went on the game count with my dad in Minor Pools with my old man. And to me, that was one of the most special moments I've had in the bush. We got the opportunity to walk Mana on foot, and to see some of the wildlife there was absolutely incredible. And it's something I want to keep around for my kids, their kids, and generations after that.
Excellent. Well, guys, it's certainly been a pleasure. Thanks for giving up your time and coming out this evening to play this game. Keep watching the conservation games, keep supporting the games, and let's spread the word as far as we can. Thanks a lot, guys, and have yourselves a great evening.
Thanks.
Cheers, Pozzo.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers,
Good luck.
Guys.